is lying to me all over the place. I am wholeheartedly aware of that. It's a good place. I know that Vanessa's lying to me. And so I'm not giving her information. She was in, I'm not giving her information. I mean, we were in the Have-Not room together a few days ago. And she told me she had a target in mind who it should be next week and try to get it for me, and I didn't give it to her, so I know she can spread it around. I know she made the 8-person alliance. I mean, everyone has told me how Vanessa went around that room and said, do I have your word? Do I have your word? Do I have your word? I've heard that from everyone but Vanessa. And when I have that from everyone in this house but Vanessa, I know Vanessa's lying to me. Let me make sure the door is closed. This double eviction, which I'm sure that is not even something that I'm going to pretend to completely understand why I did what I did. I will say I tried to throw it. I didn't want it. There were several questions that I answered incorrectly that I tried to answer wrong, but I accidentally got right. Because, you know, I've been doing a bad job with throwing comps. When I threw the high maintenance veto in week 2, they knew I threw it, and I think there were just a lot. And when I was the first one out of the breakdancing HOH by saying there were 7 versus 8 dancers, more suspicious about me throwing. Even though I didn't throw that, I actually generally got that question wrong. I actually got that question wrong, but I know I've been doing a bad job of throwing comps, so I tried to, and it was especially because it was a competition that people were expecting me to do well in. I couldn't suck too bad, so I tried to do reasonably well but still lose, and I failed because I ended up winning. Obviously, Meg was the pawn, Jackie was the target. The reason I decided to make again, it was a last-minute decision because I was planning on throwing it. I did not have noms in mind. The reason why I did what I did, it was a split-second decision. It was not, I'm not going to pretend by any means it was thoroughly thought out. I'm sure I could have made a much better decision had I put more thought into it. Jackie was the one, I wanted to stay loyal to the freaks and geeks, and because that's the alliance, I feel like they're going to be more loyal to me than the goblins would have been. And Jackie was the goblin I was most distant from. Had Becky, because Becky and I had a lot of really good late night talks during her HOH. And so had those late night talks with Becky not happened during her HOH, I probably would have done Becky instead of Jackie, but because of those talks, I felt a bit closer with Becky. Jackie was this one person in the house I was most distant from, so I decided to make Jackie the target. Was it the right decision? Was it well thought out? I don't know. I've chosen to not really put too much stress into it because I chose let HOH happen. It went the way it went. I won the comp even though I didn't want to. All that happened. So I'm choosing to worry about the future and what can happen in the future with what's already happened. So I haven't really spent much time going back and questioning what I did, just because there's nothing to gain out of that. What else? Definitely very happy Becky's going home this week, I hope. Because with her going, she's also not someone I was too close, and Becky was someone I really wasn't too close to until last week. So, still not too close with her. And the great thing about sending Becky home is that in someone coming back, it guarantees that Becky and Jackie will never be together again. One of them might come back. There's a 50, if Becky does go this week, there's a 50% chance that one of them will come back because there'll be 2 out of the 4 people competing to come back, but only one of them would come back that would never be together again. The one thing that was really lucky about my HOH was that, yes, Vanessa was the one who told me that Jackie was coming after me. That did play a role, But honestly, and yes, that is what I said, but I definitely think my distance from her played a bigger role. And I think it's working out really lucky because I think, based on the conversation I had in the have not room with Meg and Becky after the double eviction, they are blaming Vanessa's manipulation because they said I was told because I said during the double eviction that I was told Jackie was coming after me, and that came from Vanessa. So I think all the blood, it seems like, unless they're just telling me what I want to hear as a means of sucking up, I think all the blood from my HOH is on Vanessa's hands, and I'm just a puppet of Vanessa's manipulation, which is great because it makes me a weak player, weak competitor, and that's what I've been shooting for this whole season. And having people think that Vanessa manipulated me and controlled my HOH, anything that is something that makes me weaker, and anything that makes me weaker is something I want on my resume in this game. Also, I just didn't need another comp win. I don't want to, because HOH, you get blood in your hands, and it's another comp win, and obviously I want to keep comp win counts down because it's a bigger and bigger threat. So I've won 3 individual competitions now, 2 vetoes and an HOH. So I just need to be. It was a bad situation when I'm trying to turn to better. I'm really working on my relationship with Meg. I've been really trying to do it, and I haven't been succeeding because I know there's a good level of distrust there. And Meg's gonna be here for a while. I kind of see her like she's kind of like Victoria. I'm sorry to say it. Definitely not as extreme as Victoria, but because I think Meg's much more socially aware. I mean, people in the house like Meg. I mean, she did she beat me in OTEV, and I didn't throw it to her. I mean, OTEV, I didn't throw it. I mean, I was considering. Was one of those I didn't intentionally lose OTEV. I wasn't fighting as hard as I could, but I didn't like intentionally lose. But Meg did beat me fair and square in OTEV, so I mean, I can't bash her too much. But and either way, Meg's gonna be that person where I think like in Final 4 and Final 5 and Final 6, she's gonna be the one crucial vote. And I want to do what I can to build a relationship with her to make her vote to keep me here. Because I know she's gonna be here for a while. Meg's not gonna win Big Brother. She's not gonna win, but she's gonna get second or third or fourth. Meg's gonna go far. This canker sore on my tongue is really bothering me. I'll be right back.